Alright guys, so here we are. We are using well, before I even get to that, we're playing some Uplink, some precinct Uplink on Cop Mosh Pit. I told you guys in my last video when I was playing Infinite Warfare, I believe it was on Resale Hardpoint. That's the video where I told you guys, if you guys really want to see it, I will give you guys some Infinite Warfare Comp Mosh Pit Uplink gameplay or Search and Destroy, and here it is. Here's some precinct uplink. I'm going to be using the NV4. Now, I know in pubs it's kind of looked down upon to use the NV4 or K-bar, but in Comp Mosh Pit, there really aren't a lot of people using the NV4. The main gun in Comp Mosh Pit is the K-bar, just like it is in pubs. That's because it's the easiest gun to like get kills with. You can play any way that you want to and still use the K-bar. But with the NV4, I'm using the NV4 in this gameplay because I am playing the AR Slayer role. And if you guys don't know what that is, essentially there are 4 roles when it comes to like pro, like COD rules and whatever. There's 4 roles mainly, and one role is Slayer, and that's basically the person that gets all the kills. Basically, it's the kill whore of the team, essentially. And that's what I was doing this game. I was going solely for kills. I wasn't going to try to dunk at all. I do have overdrive on, but I wasn't really trying to use it to dunk. The only time I ever used it was at the very end of the game, where it didn't really matter. But that wasn't my goal. I was a Slayer, so I was mainly going for kills, basically shutting down pushes, helping out pushes from my team. That was the main role for me as a Slayer this game. There's also the OBJ person who basically does all the dirty work that nobody else wants to do. Always handles the ball in uplink. Always takes the bomb, pretty much. Just a person that's always in hill and hard point, gets the most time, That's really what the OBJ person is. A person that actually plays the objective like everybody's meant to do. Usually in Call of Duty, like MLG stuff, there's only one person that does that stuff, and that's the OBJ guy. And then you have the Slayer, and then you have the support, which is basically the person who can do almost anything. They can do slaying for you. They can use an AR. They can use an SMG. They basically make any plays that they want to, as long as it makes the team comfortable. That's why they call it the support. They help support the team to make the other players feel comfortable with their roles. Whatever extra roles there are for a team, the support person usually is the one who does those things. So that's what the support is. And then you have the anchor. And anchoring is what this guy is doing right here. Now, in Infinite Warfare, there really is not much anchors, because there's a lot of ways to like wall run around and jump over people's heads, so people don't really anchor that much. But essentially, anchoring is what you do in hardpoint when you're holding down a hill with an AR and you're on a head glitch and you're just preventing anybody from coming through. You're just sitting there with an AR and you're basically head glitching and making sure nobody can get to that hill. That's not really a thing in Infinite Warfare. So basically, the way Infinite Warfare works is that you only have your Slayer, your OBJ, and then you have 2 supports who can basically do whatever you want them to do, whatever that team, has them fittable to do. So yeah, in this game I was playing an AR Slayer role, meaning I was slaying using an assault rifle. And the NV4 usually is the number 1 gun to slay with. Now, you can slay with the K-bar if you really want to, but I mean, the big slayers in Infinite Warfare, like if you guys follow competitive, Optic Formal, Octane from Luminosity, who else? Slasher from Envious. Like those people, they always use NV4 as a slay. Just because you can use them from super far away and just destroy people. You don't have to play fast at all. Play super slow and just pick people off. Don't go for kills. The kills will come to you, and you can challenge them from any range because the NV4 is damn near unstoppable from far away. The only way you can stop it is with like a fucking sniper. And to be honest, if you have a shot with your NV4, you're not getting sniped. I promise you that. But this game ended up being very dominant by us. Now, they did get a very quick run on us, like out of nowhere within these past couple minutes while I was talking. They went on a crazy run. They got like 4 points, like 2 throws back to back. They just didn't stop. Like, we just spawned and died. They got another score on us. It was absolutely ridiculous, but we still have to lead in this game, and we're going to keep the lead in this game throughout the entirety of this video. It was extremely difficult to keep up the lead because, you know, after a while, my teammates stopped really trying to go for the ball. I kept trying to make pushes, but my team was going for kills because they said, basically, I guess the randoms thought, oh, well, we're up by 1, you know, that's 1 possession, you know, we don't have to worry about it, but essentially, you do have to worry about it at the end of the day. It's not like, you know, we're playing at a pub and, like, there's no way they can score. Anything can happen when you have a skilled team. So, it was very, very stressful, and I was trying to keep my composure and make sure that we kept this lead up. This next half isn't really that interesting, so I'm not really going to talk about the gameplay that much. Something just popped in my mind. It just really bothers me thinking about it. It's just a simple fact that with Infinite Warfare, they didn't even try to make like a league play type thing. They didn't try to remake league play or arena mode from Black Ops 3 or anything like that. They literally just threw us a mosh pit. And mosh pits are, you know, some mosh pits are cool. You know, Chaos mosh pit, you know, some of these are alright. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really give you a competitive feel. Like, league play is so serious, right? If you even, like, lag out of a league play match, you go on probation, like, just for lagging out. And it's not even your fault. You just lagged out and you're on probation. Like, league play has such a serious tone, and like it rewards you, and it gives you like this, like when the seasons were available, they gave you your own ranking and whatever. Like, it was a really, really serious tone to it. But with this comp mosh pit, the fact that it's just a mosh pit, it doesn't have its own section, it's in the public playlist, like it's not special at all. They literally just threw this in there just to say that they have something for the people who enjoy the competitive aspect, but it's not really like they really care. You know, they don't support it at all. In the beginning, before we started bitching, they had nothing banned. You could use weapon variants, you could use Synaptic, which wasn't even available in CWL rules. You could use all the classic weapons. Basically, it was all crazy shit. Any type of variants that you wanted, it was ridiculous. All the shotguns, like it was just absolutely ridiculous. You could tell they gave no fucks about this competitive game mode, and it's just sad. It really is. Call of Duty, a lot of people like to argue that Call of Duty is a competitive game and video games are competitive in general. But at the end of the day, they are, okay? And to some people, they're more competitive than others. But there is definitely a competitive community out there for Call of Duty. And the fact that Infinity Ward basically made no effort to even give that to us until we started bitching, that's sad, man. It really is sad. And that's one of those things that's another reason why I really didn't like Infinite Warfare in the beginning. It's because of the simple fact that they just gave no support. They just gave no fucks, man. This game was just out there for no reason. I give props to the devs and Zombies, because Zombies is like, they put a lot of time into Zombies. You can tell, like, Lee Ross, who is in charge of Zombies, he put a lot of time into like making sure that like he got the right celebrities and like voice actors and all that. Even though a lot of people don't like Infinite Warfare Zombies because it's not Treyarch Zombies, they put a lot of time into Zombies. They didn't put a lot of time into multiplayer. They really just, it feels so uninspired. They really just threw a bunch of shit together just to say that they threw it together and they didn't leave us in the dust. But just by throwing it at us, they really did leave us in the dust. And it sucks to be a Call of Duty fan when you see that the developers don't really care to support you. It sucks. It really does. Competition mosh pit is fun, but it's just not league play. And it upsets me. And I hope COD World War II has some type of league play type thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please sure to smash that like button, subscribe as always. Check out all my other recent videos. And yeah, we're out of the way, guys. It's been Burgos here, YouTube. I will see you fucking later.